Percy Bysshe Shelley's Ode to the West Wind is a powerful romantic poem that personifies the west wind as both a destroyer and a preserver. Composed in 5 sections, the poem captures Shelley's reverence for the natural world and his longing for transformation and renewal. The west wind serves as a metaphor for change, revolution, and the poet's own creative spirit, blending themes of nature, power, and the human condition. The west wind in autumn's decay. In the opening stanza, Shelley describes the west wind's role as a harbinger of autumn. The wind sweeps away dead leaves, scattering them like ghosts, and spreads seeds that will lie dormant until spring. This dual function, destroying the old and preserving the new, establishes the wind as a dynamic and cyclical force. Shelley uses vivid imagery, such as yellow and black and pale and hectic red, to convey the decay of autumn and the west wind's power over nature. The west wind's control over the sky. The second stanza shifts to the wind's influence on the sky. Shelley describes the clouds as angels of rain and lightning, driven by the wind across the heavens. The wind becomes a chaotic force that presides over storms, embodying both awe and terror. The imagery of the dying year reinforces the theme of transition, as the wind ushers in the end of one cycle and prepares for the next. This stanza highlights the sublime power of the natural world, the west wind's dominion over the sea. In the third stanza, Shelley turns to the ocean, illustrating the wind's ability to stir even the deepest waters. The waves respond to the wind's call, and the underwater vegetation trembles in its wake. This portrayal of the wind's dominance over the sea extends its influence to all elements of nature. Shelley emphasizes the interconnectedness of earth, sky, and sea, presenting the wind as a universal force that binds the natural world. The poet's longing for the wind's power. The fourth stanza marks a shift in tone, as Shelley addresses the west wind directly, expressing his desire to be united with its power. He laments his own limitations, feeling weighed down by the burdens of human existence. The poet longs to be carried away like a leaf, a cloud, or a wave, surrendering to the wind's transformative energy. This personal plea reflects Shelley's yearning for creative freedom and transcendence. The west wind is a metaphor for revolution. Shelley's invocation of the west wind becomes a metaphor for revolutionary change, both personal and societal. The wind's capacity to destroy the old and bring forth the new resonates with the romantic ideal of transformation. The poet aligns himself with this force, hoping to inspire others and spark renewal through his words. This connection underscores Shelley's belief in the power of art and imagination to effect change. The poet's vision of rebirth. In the final stanza, Shelley asks the west wind to scatter his words like dead leaves, spreading them across the world. He envisions his poetry as seeds that will take root in the minds of others, leading to intellectual and spiritual awakening. The wind becomes a symbolic vessel for the poet's ideas, bridging the gap between destruction and creation. The cyclical nature of life and death. The poem emphasizes the cyclical nature of life, death, and rebirth, a theme central to Romanticism. The west wind's role as both destroyer and preserver reflects the interconnectedness of these processes. Shelley's imagery of autumn and spring, death and renewal, highlights the inevitability of change and the potential for regeneration. The tone of hope and despair. Although much of the poem conveys a sense of melancholy and struggle, it ends on a note of hope. Shelley's plea, "If winter comes, can spring be far behind?" suggests that even in the darkest times, renewal and growth are possible. This hopeful conclusion encapsulates Shelley's belief in the resilience of nature and the enduring power of human creativity. Ode to the West Wind is both a celebration of nature's power and a meditation on human ambition and creativity. Through its vivid imagery, complex metaphors, and emotional intensity, the poem captures Shelley's desire for personal and societal transformation. The west wind becomes a timeless symbol of change, inspiring readers to embrace both the inevitability of endings and the promise of new beginnings. Shelley's ode remains a profound exploration of the interconnectedness of nature, art, and the human spirit.